Hello folks, and welcome back to Eerie Storytime. Beneath the turquoise waters of Turkey's coast lies the ghostly ruins of Kekova, a city swallowed by the sea. But locals whisper of a curse tied to its fall, a warning to those who dare disturb its depths. Is it just history beneath the waves, or something more sinister? Let's take a peek into the shadows around this legend and you can decide for yourselves. Turkey. Just off its southern coast lies Kekova, where turquoise waters reveal a secret. A sunken city. Beneath the waves you see stairs to nowhere, silent walls, and the outlines of ancient buildings. Remnants of Dulcista, a Lycian city lost to an earthquake in the 2nd century AD. Glass-bottomed boats glide over these ruins, turning the sea into a window to the past. The submerged archways and foundations are haunting, a tragedy frozen in time. Visitors can't help but imagine the lives interrupted by disaster. The silence underwater is profound. Stories are told here not with words, but with stone and shadow. Did the people escape, or did the sea claim them? These unanswered questions fuel Kekova's legends. As the sun sets, the ruins grow darker, the sea deepens to inky blue, and the city's mystery intensifies. It's easy to imagine flickering lights in the submerged houses or faint sounds on the wind. Kekova invites you to look closer, to question what's real and what's legend. It's a perfect setting for a ghost story, and this sunken city has one of the best. The ruins aren't just archaeological, they're a portal to imagination. Here, history and myth blend, and every visitor becomes part of the story. The city beneath the waves is both beautiful and unsettling, a reminder of how quickly life can change. Kekova is a place where the past lingers, waiting for someone to listen. Kekova's legend didn't appear overnight. It grew from the stories of sailors and fishermen. For centuries the ruins were a navigational hazard, but by the late 1800s, tales of curses and divine punishment began to circulate. One version claims Dulciste's people angered Poseidon, who sank the city in a single night. The souls of the drowned were said to guard their treasures forever. European explorers recorded these stories, blending local folklore with Greek myth, and spread them to the world. The idea of a cursed sunken city, an Atlantis of Turkey, was irresistible. Legends start with tragedy, then imagination takes over. Earthquakes become acts of gods, ruins become haunted. The fishermen's tales were seeds, outsiders watered them with romance and mystery. That's how Kekova's legend grew, into a haunting story that still draws adventurers today. The line between history and myth here is as blurred as the water's surface. A legend becomes real when people start to believe, and at Kekova, strange experiences fuel that belief. Divers once reported cold spots, eerie sounds, and ghostly lights moving purposefully among the ruins. Some saw shadowy figures vanish at the edge of vision. Fishermen spoke of lines snagged by unseen forces. The Lady of the Deep, a ghostly woman in white, was said to appear on moonless nights, guarding her lost home. Even tourists on glass-bottomed boats have claimed to see faces or hands in the ruins only to have them vanish. One story tells of a tourist's photo revealing a pale face in a sunken window, one that wasn't a reflection. These tales, real or imagined, transform Kekova from a historical site into a place that feels alive and watchful. The city beneath the waves seems to guard its secrets, daring you to look closer. Let me share a story from Murat, an old fisherman who's spent his life on these waters. One stormy night, his boat drifted dangerously close to the ruins after his engine failed. As he fought the waves, Murat heard music, soft, melodic, coming from beneath his boat. It was beautiful and haunting, like a siren's call, and he felt an urge to dive in. Just as the pull became overwhelming, a wave jolted him back to reality, and the music stopped. He anchored, spent the night praying, and at dawn the sea was calm and the city below looked peaceful. Murat believed the ghosts of Kekova tried to lure him down, He never sailed near the ruins at night again. Stories like his aren't just spooky tales. They shape how locals view the sea and the ruins. For them, the legend is real, a warning to respect the city below. These personal accounts keep the legend alive in the villages. They remind everyone that some secrets are best left undisturbed. The deep keeps its own counsel. For locals, Kekova's legend is woven into daily life, a reminder to respect the ruins as a graveyard, not a playground. Fishermen avoid the site, not just for safety but out of genuine belief in the curse. Parents use the stories to teach children about heritage and respect. The legend creates a personal connection to the past, making history feel immediate. For tourists, the tales add excitement and mystery, turning a sightseeing trip into an adventure. The spooky atmosphere draws visitors, but also encourages respect for the site. Ultimately, the legend is both curse and warning, a supernatural threat for believers, a metaphor for skeptics. It reminds us that civilizations are fragile, and nature can reclaim them at any moment. Whether you believe or not, the story fosters humility and a desire to protect this underwater treasure. Kekova's legend ensures its survival for future generations. Kekova's legend is cinematic gold, a sunken city, lost treasure, ancient spirits. While it hasn't starred in a blockbuster, its essence inspires films, novels, and TV shows. Adventure movies like Indiana Jones and Lara Croft Tomb Raider echo Kekova's underwater mysteries. The image of a hero swimming through submerged ruins is irresistible to storytellers. Documentaries and novels use settings inspired by Kekova to create suspense and wonder. Pop culture keeps the legend alive, sparking curiosity and drawing new visitors. Kekova becomes more than a place. It's a symbol of adventure and the enduring power of myth. A good story, after all, is the greatest treasure. Why does Kekova's legend still captivate us? Because we're drawn to mystery. In a world mapped and cataloged, places like Kekova remind us that secrets remain. The city exists between history and myth, a tangible place, shrouded in stories. Its legend warns of nature's power and the fragility of human achievement. In an era of climate change, the story of a city swallowed by the sea feels more relevant than ever. The tales give the ruins their soul, turning stones into a lost world deserving respect. Legends help preserve the site, making us see it as more than just ruins. The call of the sunken city is the call of adventure, daring us to wonder what lies beneath. Whether the ghosts are real or imagined, their story moves us and keeps the legend alive. As long as we love a good mystery, Kekova will continue to call, promising a glimpse into a world lost but never forgotten. And that does it for today's delve into legends and folklore. So tell me, what do you think about the shadowy legends around the sunken city of Kekova? Thank you for joining me on another peek into the strange legends and folklore of our world. We hope you found the legend informative, or at least entertaining. We appreciate the continued support as the channel continues to grow. Please remember to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Until next time.